Welcome, my name is Rebecca, and today I want to make a video to show and explain to Coloradians what is going to be on our ballot this coming election in 2020. So to begin with, some Coloradans want to reintroduce the gray wolf population to public lands in Colorado. And when I first saw this, I was like, this is so bizarre. I believe that we had environmentalists that would look into issues like this and decide for Americans, since they are the experts, whether or not we should reintroduce gray wolves. The reason why they are wanting to reintroduce gray wolves is because they are an endangered species. So in addition to that, the elk population in Colorado has been growing very large to where they are destroying plants and trees. There actually was a reintroduction of gray wolf in 1995, and most of the gray wolf ended up going back home to the northern side of the country. Another gray wolf was shot, and then the rest were able to stay and populate as we wanted them to. So I guess it doesn't really affect maybe the people that live in the city, but it does greatly affect people who are in the outskirts of the city, like the countryside. I feel like they're the ones that are going to be dealing with it the most, so it makes sense that it is on the ballot for those people. Another initiative is whether or not non-citizens should be able to vote. So that includes people like who have work visas, people who are just residents of the country or the state. However, I will probably vote yes, because if you live in Colorado and laws being made are affecting you in some way, I think you should have the ability to say what you want to happen or not. Another initiative that is on the ballot is to ban abortion after 22 weeks. So 22 weeks is about 5 months, and a woman cannot abort after that long. And if she decides to do so, she will be charged with a misdemeanor. And if a medical professional or doctor goes on to make the procedure, they will lose their license for up to 3 years. Now, moving on to more pressing ballot measures, we have the option to join the National Popular Vote Interstate Compact, the NPVIC. This allows the Electoral College to cast all of their votes. Colorado has 9 for the popular presidential elector. So the way that a president is elected is that there is 538 electoral college throughout the country, and they need 270 to be able to win the election. And if right now 15 states have joined the National Popular Vote Interstate Compact, so in that electoral college they have a total of around 140 votes already going to the most popular president for their state. So versus being a population in the state vote, it is changed to being just a state vote. The majority of people who want a specific president, which is the popular vote, will be represented in that state versus having an equal electoral college that represents what the actual people voted for. So even though the electoral college doesn't readily vote based on what we voted, it is much more equal and fair, in my opinion, to represent Coloradians' vote, not just the majority, which is the popular vote for the state. I would rather have 9 electoral college cast their vote for some Republicans, some Democratic presidents versus all of them casting their vote to the most popular one. It just shows that there is democracy in the country and that everyone's voice is heard, even though electoral colleges are not required to vote in a manner that shows what the Coloradians voted for. The NPVIC does not have democracy in mind. Another measure on the ballot is to spend $1.831 billion for transportation revenue. They say there will be no tax increase, and it is a form of a bond debt. So because America is already in huge debts, I'll probably be voting for no. I think there's many other options and solutions to deal with the elk population, the endangered species. Through this research, I found out that there's ways that we can propose a law to be made and be put on a ballot so that people can vote on it. We require signatures. There's a minimum amount of signatures required, and we also have to apply to those in leadership in the Capitol, I believe, to be able to have this on a ballot. So with that being said, I think we should be educated with our votes in November. The primaries are in June 30th for Coloradians, and I will see you at the poll on November 3rd.